everyone, it's Rachel and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about all the books and manga that I read in February and March of the year of our Lord 2021. I took a break from manga / booktube in the month of March because March is literally the month from hell in my field of work. So we're back now. I have my laptop with me. And now we're going to talk about everything that I read in those 2 months. Without further ado, let's get to it. So I'm going to talk about these in the order that I read them in, but first let's go with some stats. So my average rating for the months of March and February together was a 3.96 star, which rounds up to 4 star. I read 1 short story, 2 books, and 31 volumes of manga. I had 9 5 stars, 15 4 stars, 9 3 stars, 1 2 star, and 0 1 stars. And I read digitally 8 things and physically 26 things. So let's get started. So the first thing that I read and completed in February was Ohara Ride. I read volumes 7 through 13. The series is by Ayosaki Saka. She is my homegirl. We love to see her. And I did give all those volumes 5 stars. Surprise, surprise. And I read all of these physically. So Ohara Ride follows our main character Futaba, and when she's, in middle school, she thinks boys are gross, boys are rude, she doesn't like them. And then she meets a boy, and he's different. And they were supposed to meet up at like a festival, and he never showed. He comes to have moved away, and then it's high school, and he's back. And it's just do we still have feelings for each other, even though we've changed as people? The friendship group in this is so important to me. They're amazing, and I love to see them. And also our male leads' character growth and character development is excellently done. We love it. It was so good. Okay, so then I read Horimiya volumes 1 through 7. The series is by Hero. So I gave all those volumes 4 stars, except for volume 6, which I, for some reason, gave 5 stars. I'm not really for sure why, but I read all these physically as well. Horimiya is about our main character, Hori, and at school, she always wears makeup. She's really put together, but outside of school, she doesn't wear makeup, or she dresses like a tomboy. And then we have our male lead, Miyamura, and he is fabulous. At school, he's all dark and gloomy, he has long hair and he has glasses, and he's just wants people not to notice him. But outside, he has tattoos, he has piercings, he puts his hair up. He is beautiful. We love to see him. And one day they meet outside of school, and now that each other knows their outside of school persona, they start hanging out and grow closer together, and it's the best. We love it. And then we got to the first book that I read, which is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. I read this physically, and I ended up giving it 3 stars. So we follow our main 2 characters, Josh and Hazel, and at the beginning, his girlfriend was cheating on him. They break up. Woo, sadness for him, I guess. And whatever. She sucked anyways, seemed to be. You know what I'm saying? And Hazel and Josh knew each other in college. They really liked each other. Well, she liked him, but he didn't really know about it. And then she is friends with Josh's sister. I forget the sister's name. I don't remember names, so we're lucky that I remembered everything so far. You know what I'm saying? And listen, they start setting each other up on blind dates. And they set them up on increasingly bad ones just so they could spend time together. And y'all, this book was fine and dandy, and it was just a fast read. But then we got to the end. It did not need to go like that. There was no fucking reason for it to go in that direction. There's no reason to where you wanted to get that needed to happen. And I don't want to talk spoilers, but if you know, you know. And if you know, let's talk about it down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? because I have a lot of thoughts. Ooh. Okay, so the next two things I read were volumes 1 and 2 of Chika Mori's Not Just a Cutie. This series is by Kigo Maki, and I gave volume 1 3 stars, volume 2 4 stars, and I read these both physically. This series is a slice of life. It is about our homeboy. I don't remember his name. And he doesn't have the best luck. And what I mean by that is, like, he'll be walking down the street, all of a sudden, like, a tree branch will fall on him, or, like, a banana peel, like, let's say, would, like, randomly show up, and he would, like, fall, and, you know, he's an unlucky bitch, but that's fine because his girlfriend is a badass. Let me tell you, she is incredible. We love to see her. She's also very feisty, but she's always there to save him. And their relationship is so cute. I also stan her. Her hair is beautiful. She's beautiful. She's incredible. Yes. Also, volume 3 just came out, in case you were wondering. Now we are getting to my 2-star read. I wanted to love this. It was one of my most anticipated manga. And we have Sasaki and Miano, volume 1 by Shu Harusono. I also read this physically. I can't even tell you what this is about. Because, like, when I was reading it, mind you, I couldn't tell what was going on. I couldn't follow it. I said, "Who are you? Who's talking? Hello, hello, hello." And they didn't answer me. So just, I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. You might love it, but I did not. Will I read volume 2? No. And then I read Shortcake Cake volume 11. This is the second to last volume of the series. The series is by Suemorashita, also a fabulous writer duo. Queens. I gave this a 4-star. Read it physically as well. And this series follows our main character, 10, and she, instead of like having a commute that's 2 hours to school and then back from school, she wants to spend more time with her friends. She moves into a boarding house. Shenanigans, romance. It's great. It's just super cute, and the artwork is top tier. And then, y'all, I read Our Teachers Are Dating volume 2 by Pikachu Ohi. Gave this one 3 stars, read it physically. So it's basically about 2 female teachers dating. And they're really, really cute. They're almost too damn cute for me. And I don't think I'm going to pick up volume 3, which is really, really sad. But, like, I'm just not invested in it. And that's all I have to say about that. And then I completed another series, y'all, and that is Love and Focus. It's complete in 3 volumes. Read them all. I gave them all 4 stars. Read them all physically. It was a fun time. So Love and Focus follows our main character, whose name I don't remember because, of course, I don't. And she goes to this high school because they have a really good photography program and, like, really good, like, what are those people called that, like, run clubs, like, guidance people, club leaders, you know? And her friend invited her there, and, you know, he kind of, like, likes her, which is, like, obviously, duh. And then there's a love triangle, but then we have, like, a dark and broody, like, second male lead, and he's everything. He is my favorite type of character. Tall, dark hair, glasses. We love to see him. Do I remember his name? No. But I loved it. It was short. It was sweet. It was great. It was like a breath of fresh air, if you will. Okay, and then I read a digital volume of manga, and it is a digital only, and that would be Boss Wife by Mayu Sakurai. I gave this 4 stars. It is about our main homegirl, and her dad, like, left or something, and then she has all of his debt, and, like, the people are like, give us the money, and she's like, lol, what money? I don't know. And she runs into her high school, like, a crush, and he also liked her, and he's a member of the Yakuza because, like, of course he is. And then He's like, I'll help pay off your debt if you marry me. And she's like, oh, okay. And it happened. So that's that. I'm really good at synopses. So then I finally read Sweat and Soap Volume 5 by Tetsuya Yamada. I gave this 4 stars, read it physically. And Sweat and Soap is about our main girl, Asako. And she has had like body odor and like sweat problems her whole life. And she works at the finance department for the soap department, and she loves their soap. One day she is looking at the spring line in the lobby, and our homeboy, he's like walking through the lobby, and he's like, what's that smell? The smells really good. And it's her. She's the smell, y'all. And I swear I tell this like a little bit different every single time, and it just cracks me up. Any Hazel, he's like, girl, can I come smell you for inspiration? And she's like, yeah, kind of weird, but sure. And then stuff happens. It's great. We love to see it. And then I read Cutie and the Beast Volume 2. This series is by Yuhi Azumi. I gave this 4 stars, read it physically. It is about our girl, and she is in high school, and, you know, she doesn't like those, like, preppy boys that all her friends like. She loves a pro wrestler. And, you know, he is a sweet little baby bean, and she writes him a letter. He's very touched. Sparks, they fly, and... well, you know, that's all I'm going to say about that. And then, you guys, we're sad. We're very, very sad because I read Comey Can't Communicate, volumes 10 and 11 by Tomohito Oda, and I gave them both like 3 stars. I read them both physically. I'm so sad because, like, I love this series, but I'm falling out of love with it. And I think that's just because, like, it just gets like, where are we going? Where? Tell me. And now there's like a love triangle thing that's about to happen, and like starting in volume 11, and I'm just like, why did we wait till volume 11? Like, what is happening? And I just feel like I'm starting to lose enjoyment from it. Like, I'm not as excited to pick it up. And I think if I read the rest of it, it's going to be digitally. So that's that. I'm not collecting her physically anymore. Unless something miraculous happens. So we'll see about that. That won't me. And then, y'all, I read something exciting. I read 10 Count Volume 1 by Rihito Takarai. Read it physically. 4 stars. So this follows our main character, and he has severe OCD. He doesn't like touching things. He always wears gloves, and like if he touches something and he's not wearing his gloves, he like obsessively washes his hands because he thinks everything's dirty. And then one day he is like in the car with his, or like about to be in a car with his boss, and then the boss almost gets run over. Bicycle Bro saves him. And come to find out, Bicycle Bro is a therapist, and he like pegged our main character. It was like, this is your problem, let me help you. So 10 Count is complete in 6 volumes. I own them all, so hopefully I'll finish this maybe in April. We'll see. I don't really know. Okay, and then I picked up digitally volumes 1 through 5 of Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nakatoro by Nanashi. I gave all of them 3 stars, but volume 3 I gave 4 stars for some reason or another. I don't know. But this series follows our boy, Senpai. I don't know his real name. All I know is that Nagatoro calls him Senpai. So, Senpai. And, you know, he's kind of a loner. He's like a year above Nagatoro, and like she sees him, and I don't remember like how they came to be friends-ish. I don't know. But she like teases him all the time. I think they both have like feelings for each other, but they don't want to admit it. So we're going to get there eventually. It's just like a slice of life on time. Moving on. I read Play It Cool Guys, Volume 1 by Kokoni Nata. I read this physically, gave it a 4 star. It is just like about like, we have like 4 or 5 different POVs. Also, this is all in color, which is amazing for a manga. And basically they all have like different types of like clumsiness, but they all like try to like seem cool, and they're all like gonna be like connected. We're getting to that at the end of volume 1, them being connected. So we'll see how volume 2 goes. Okay, getting into the last 2 things I read, they are tied together. You'll see why. So I read Desperate Measures by Katie Robert, who is one of my new favorite authors. I gave this 5 stars and I read it digitally. So this is part of her Wicked Villain series, and it is Jafar and Jasmine smutty time. So if you are under 18, please do not pick this up because it is not for your eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, Jafar, Jasmine, he daddy, she sexy. That's all I have to say about that. And then I read a short story, Jasmine's Winter Solstice. I gave that 4 stars. I read it digitally, and she had it on her Patreon, but I think it's gonna be like in this bind up of like Wicked short stories. So probably will read it again eventually. But that is all the stuff that I read in the months of February and March. Have you read any of these things? Let me know. Are you wanting to read any of these things? Let me know. I love talking to you guys in the comments and I miss it so much. So I'm glad I'm back to filming. We're back, baby. She's back. But anyways, if you made it to the end of this video, leave a, I'm reading a cowboy book. Like read leave like a horse or a cowboy hat, because I'm reading a cowboy romance by Katie Robert right now. And let me just tell you, I didn't know that I needed it, but apparently I did. So leave that emoji down below. Feel free to like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you want to. It would mean a lot to me if you did. And if you subscribe, make sure to click the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos. And I'll see you guys really soon in another video. Bye!